What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon Showdown today in the ZeroUsed tier. And using this team I made around Swords Dance Banette. I've tried Swords Dance Banette earlier this generation or a few months ago in ZeroUsed, and it wasn't bad, but I don't think I got it to do as much as I wanted it to do. And I've used Banette even before that, this generation, before it got Poltergeist back actually. So now with Swords Dance and Poltergeist, Banette can be a pretty scary wall breaker, a pretty strong attacker. It's actually the strongest Poltergeist user in ZeroUsed, and I think in almost all of Scarlet and Violet actually. You've got Trevenant and then Dusknoir, but if we scroll down, what other guys even have this? You got Mega Banette, Cerulege, Golurk, Houndstone, Decidueye. We're stronger than everything except for Golurk and Cerulege, so we're like one of the strongest guys with access to Poltergeist. But we also have Swords Dance, which I don't think Golurk has, but Golurk has Stealth Rocks. Obviously those guys are tiered higher than ZeroUsed, but it sounded fun to use Banette again for spooky season and trying to get it to do a little bit more. So I think this team will help it to hopefully be successful and be able to just fire off some strong attacks, maybe get a Swords Dance off. But yeah, let's go over the rest of it real quick, and then we'll get into the games. I think the hardest thing about this set is obviously finding an opportunity to Swords Dance. Banette's got 64, 65, 63 defenses, which is worse than Metacham. So that's something. I mean, it's comparable physical defense than Komala, but being able to find an opportunity to Swords Dance, I think, will be difficult. In the games I was testing, didn't get a safe opportunity. The only time I did, I got paralyzed, and then it didn't really work out that well. But if you're able to get a Swords Dance off, this thing is going to have like over 700 attack, right? 700, a little over 700 attack, so it'll be pretty scary. Besides for that, Poltergeist obviously doesn't synergize with knockoff, so we have no knockoff on the team, which I think has its disadvantages. But with trying to use Banette, and especially if we're like going to Terra Ghost and try and really commit to being able to fire off strong Poltergeist, it's definitely not worth it. So we do have a trick user, so that's one way we could get rid of heavy duty boots or something. But Poltergeist doesn't synergize with knockoff, so we don't have knockoff on Banette and we don't have knockoff on Komala. Then we got Shadow Sneak as well to pair with our Terra Ghost and a Ghost Stab. And then for our coverage move, we got, and it's like coverage move in quotation marks, we have Gunk Shot. It lets you hit something, let you hit normal types with something. It's our strongest physical attack. You could go with like Throat Chop or Lash Out, I was considering, or even just go mono ghost moves with Shadow Claw in case you did want to like knock off items or something. Sucker Punch could be kind of cool as well. But I think Gunk Shot is just nice because like there's the Dunsparce or Farigiraf, Weirdeer maybe. It also does hit grass type super effectively like Dipplin, but I didn't calc it versus Dipplin. Dipplin's just absurdly bulky, so it might not even make a difference that it's super effective. Poltergeist might be stronger with Terra Ghost, but I think it's just nice to have something to hit normal types, you know. Then for our item and our ability, we have Life Orb and Cursed Body. Frisk may be better, but I mean, the RNG of Cursed Body can make a huge difference some games, so I'm going with that. We're not like doing anything with Frisk. Like we're usually pivoting into this and we know what their item is, so it's not really going to tell us much of anything. And then for our item, I had Spell Tag, but I think Life Orb, unless I am like I'm not 100% certain that Spell Tag or that Life Orb won't make a difference, I'm just going to err on the side of let's using Life Orb so that we can get KOs that maybe we can't get with Spell Tag. Spell Tag is 1.2 for ghost moves. This is 1.3 for all our moves, so it's stronger, and it'll also boost Gunk Shot. So this thing is pretty scary though. Like I said, the normal types, finding an opportunity to actually Swords Dance and just getting it on the field in general. So try to pair it with some pivots and a fighting type to hit those normal types. So we've got Metacham. Choice Scarf might not be the best way to go. I'm just going with it because we don't have the fastest team. This is the fastest thing. Whimscott's pretty quick, and we do have some bulky things, so we might not actually need to outspeed things to deal with them. But I kind of like the idea of Choice Scarf Metacham as like Revenge Killer, or maybe it's just surprise something. Life Orb though, or Choice Band would obviously deal a lot more damage, and maybe that would be better. But I like Choice Scarf for now, when we just have the standard, you know, our stabs. Zen Headbutt actually does make a difference over Psycho Cut, which is why I'm going with that. It is a little bit stronger. It can miss, but it does make a difference. Ice Punch for coverage against some stuff. Also doesn't have like, you know, it's not immune by stuff or can't miss, so sometimes it's nice. And then Trick, which could be used to cripple something, and doesn't remove their item. So if we trick, you know, then our Banette will still be able to hit them with their Poltergeist. So it's something. But this thing can hit normal types pretty hard. It can also hit steel types. It just hit very hard. Pure power makes it so this Pokemon's attack is doubled. If you've never seen that before, it's like huge power for a Azumarill. So this thing is crazy strong. It does have like boosting moves like bulk up and priority and bullet punch. But yeah, we're going with the Scarf set. I was thinking Life Orb or Band maybe, but I wouldn't be wanting to set up with those either. I just want to be doing big damage. So this thing can be a revenge killer though, and hit the normal types. That could be annoying. It's pretty quick, but it is unfortunately like slower than Scarf Quillfish. Same speed as Passimian, obviously slower than Floatsouls with a Scarf. But we would be outspeeding like everything, quite a bit of things. Then we got Komala. Komala I thought paired well with both of these because it's immune to Ghost and it's immune to status. So both these guys don't like ghost moves since they're both weak to it, and they're both not a fan of Will-O-Wisp. So Komala can come in on a ghost move or a Will-O-Wisp and pivot out. It also provides some rapid spin support for the team. And instead of knockoff, we're going with Earthquake, which could hit like a Magneton, which could be annoying for the team. But either way, I think this is just a really nice slow pivot. Its typing pairs well. We're going with an Assault Vest, so we can take special hits decently. Things got bad physical defense, but on the special side with an Assault Vest, it's kind of respectable. Like it can take a hit for sure and weaken something or pivot. It could come in, you know, like pivot out on a Whimsicott, get in the Medicham. I don't know, a decent amount of things, but not those super strong special attacks, which is why we've got like some like Regirock for those strong fire types. But we're going to Terra Fairy to resist fighting and give us like a nice defensive type if we need it. Body Slam pairs could come up, but it's just the strongest normal move that we have, besides for like Giga Impact, Rapid Spin, of course, and then U-Turn. And then we got some other pivots, Quillfish and Whimsicott. They like complement Komala's typing, but also can support the team with spikes and support the team with like Encore to deal with like bulky setup sweepers. And typing wise, they kind of deal with things that the others don't deal with as well. So they both resist fighting. We got a ground resist, and then like I said already, we got a strong or sturdy fire resist, and also another guy who can fire out some fighting attacks like Medicham to hit normal types with body press and be a bulky setup sweeper if it comes up or if it comes down to it. But Quillfish is just standard Quillfish. We got the Rocky Helmet with Intimidate. We will be hitting giving Defiant users or contrary or competitive guys their abilities, but I think Intimidate is just better. I for a while I was on the Poison Point Quillfish, but I think Intimidate is just nice. It's kind of like Life Orb, where I'm like, unless there's a certain thing like I really don't think we can't deal with it with having Intimidate, I don't see a reason to go with Poison Point. I think it's just Intimidate in general is just kind of better, you know. We got Barbarage to, you know, have an attack. It also gets the poison, flip turn to pivot, taunt to prevent opposing any status, and spikes and Terra Ground, so we can immune electric if we need to. We don't have a ground immunity or an electric immunity. I guess we don't have a ground immunity either. Whimsicott is a ground resist though, and this set, it's like kind of like a mix of having offense to it with the Giga Drain, Moonblast, and then U-Turn and Pivot, but also Encore, which is just great to shut down setup sweepers, especially with having pivots like Komala or Quillfish. We can pivot as they go for any sort of status move or setup move, and then get in Quillfish or Whimsicott and Encore potentially. Or Whimsicott can just switch into quite a few things and then go for Encore. And then Terra Steel is just a nice defensive Terra type. We got Boots on this guy. I think Boots are probably just the best thing so you don't take hazard damage. And go and max special attack and max speed with a plus speed nature. This guy is faster than Sneasel, which is pretty nice. They're both at 115, and we can hit the one super effectively and the other for neutral damage. We also do outspeed them with Medicham, and Banette can also hit them with priority, but it is pretty nice. Yeah, I think Whimsicott pairs pretty well. Then the last guy we got, Regirock. Like I said, he's a body press iron defense user, but it's a rocker for the team. It's a fire resist. It is incredibly bulky. Like without even having max defense, we just go with the plus 16 to hit that jump point. Like look at this bulk. It is absurd. It can be OHKO'd by stuff. I was one-shotted by a Charizard's Earthquake after they belly drum, so it's not like he can take any hit, but it's pretty sturdy. Got Terra Poison, so you have a nice defensive Terra type, resist grass, resist fighting, can't be poisoned then. And Rock Blast is nice to like go through substitutes over Stone Edge. It's also a little bit more accurate. I think it has more PP too, but yeah, you can hit them multiple times, so you'd go through a substitute on a guy potentially. And then Clear Body, since you're probably never going to get one-shotted, and Clear Body could come up like, you know, you're not getting your attack dropped by Intimidates. Also, I guess you're not going to be defense dropped by Decidueye's triple arrows, which I don't think I've ever noticed that. And with Terra Poison, you could maybe deal with it. That's kind of cool. But that's the team. Hopefully we can get Banette to do some stuff. I'm pretty excited about it. And that's the end of the games. All right, we got one. And they got Trick Room, I think. Pretty sure. I mean, they got Rabska, Executor, Malamar, and Frigrap who could all set up Trick Room. And Snorlax can actually be a scary attacker. It doesn't need to even set up. I think it's got like 110 attack. Obviously, Glastrier is really scary. The only taunt user we have is Quillfish. We can Encore, which is something. Our Regirock could maybe deal with the Frigraph and Snorlax. Or not Frigraph, the Glastrier and Snorlax. Dealing with their special attackers though, I mean like Kamala is not going to be able to take repeated hits, especially if they have Psyshock like on Frigraph. I made that mistake before. Also, they do have 2 normal types, so Banette's going to have to hit them with gunk shots if it wants to hit them at all. If we could get a Sword Stance though, especially like as Trick Room ends, we could potentially KO everything. This also has Revival Blessing too. I just noticed that. Okay. I think they might lead with Malamar. So we could lead Whimsicott. I do want to get up a Spike or Rocks at some point, but I think Whimsicott's just kind of nice. Alright, they really like Executor, which we can just U-turn on this into Komala. I think that's okay. And then Komala's U-turn should kill, though this thing also gets Psyshock, so... Okay, they Future Sight. Well, this is dead. Unless they Terra. I'm pretty sure our U-turn will kill. They did set the Future Sight, which is a little scary. Okay, Glastrier comes out. It's not going to hit. The Future Sight's not going to hit. Is it the end of next turn? So if whoever I send out is going to get hit with it at the end of the next turn. Which means I don't want to go Medicham in close combat, which is kind of what I want to do. Regirock could take one, but it'll take a lot. We could go Quillfish and flip turn back into Komala or Regirock potentially. I think let's go Quillfish, drop their attack, see if we see their item. We don't. So now we're gonna flip turn. And let's see if they switch, then we get to go into Komala potentially and take that a little bit better. And if they stay in, I think we have to go Regirock. And they're gonna go for their ground move, unfortunately, but... Ah, shit, we're not gonna take this well. No. Well, we're not dead. And we might kill them with Body Press. It might have been better just to go Regirock. Glastrier. Yeah, we don't kill with Body Press. We could go back into Quillfish. Drop their thing again. Hold on to this. Having sacks is kind of important. I'm gonna go back into Quillfish versus Trick Room because then you can, you know, stall out the Trick Room turns. I think we flip turn and go Komala. I don't want to risk this, so. Alright, they Terrifier. That's good. I wanted the taunt maybe, but... Alright, so they get the Trick Room up. I think we just go for a Body Slam. They set a Future Sight again. A little annoying. We do have an extra sack on Regirock though. Their Glastrier's 69. Malamar comes out. If we Terra Fairy, we do resist like Bug. It doesn't help versus Frigraph. It would help versus this, like we could U-turn. Actually, they Terra Fired. They Terra'd already. That's pretty good. This thing, if it gets boosted, it can snowball. If I Terra Fairy Body Slam, we also can't hit them with Prankster moves, so we can't Encore them because they're a Dark type. Also, going Quillfish will give them the attack boost, so I think we might want to just Terra Fairy U-turn. Maybe kill them. Maybe. Hopefully. No. Now we can go Regirock. Future Sight will hit this turn. And then they'll be in range of Shadow Sneak too. Okay. I don't think we needed the Terra, hopefully. So now we just go for a body press. No way, we're slower. I didn't know that. Oh, damn it, but we still died, the trick room. Okay. I think the safest thing might be Komala. And then on the physical attackers, we can send out Quillfish if we need to, is what I was thinking. Whereas this, I kind of think we just body slam first. Because, yeah, they're reviving shit. If we can get a pair, that would help. But either way, we're not going to one-shot this, I don't think. Actually, we might have one-shotted it. If they were Lepa Berry, though, actually, we wouldn't have been able to use Poltergeist. So, I guess that's the thing. I think we just go for a body slam again at this point. I don't want to U-turn into Oh, we can't be paralyzed. And they get the Trick Room. I was going to say, I don't want to U-turn into Banette because we're slower, so if they attack. But, yeah, I think maybe that first turn I should have U-turned and then gone Banette. Then they wouldn't have gotten the Trick Room. Now they got it. I can go for a Rapid Spin to stall out the Trick Room. I guess one positive is that... Wow, our body slam would have done a lot. Yeah. But it's alright. We can go Quillfish. Our body slam... What is this? 50 versus 80? Yeah, it's not wouldn't have been that much different. Alright, Snorlax. Earthquake. I think that's got to be choice banded. So we go into Whimsicott. Now we go for a slow U-turn. Glastrier comes out. Okay. Now, does Banette kill Glastrier? If we had our Terra still, we might. Or a Spike Up. Yeah, we don't. We can go Quillfish in. Flip turn, and then they're in range. Though we do want a Sword Stance, too. Let's go into this flip turn. If we need to, we can... Actually, should I just Spike? Let's Spike. Alright. Now let's... If they're not heavy duty boots, I think they're in range of Banette now. Now let's taunt. I think we can sack this. And now... Do we Spike again? Yeah, let's Spike again. Alright, now we can go Banette. They have Psychic. We're going to be taking Chip from Life Orb, so we don't want to take, like, extra damage. And this thing's actually pretty strong, so... Then we just go for Shadow Sneak. We don't miss. And what comes out? Farigiraf. I mean, I think we hit this with a strong gunk shot. We also can't encore this thing. Ooh, and we get the poison? That's pretty huge. All right. That does 1/8, right? 1 divided by 8. So that they die in 2 turns. I expect them to attack here. I think Komala can take 2, hopefully. That's the plan. We can take 2 of those. And now we go into... We got 4 guys left and they got 3 more turns of Trick Room. That's good. I think Metacham or Banette could clean up. Because they've terrored. Yeah, close combat probably cleans up. So yeah, we just gotta stall all the turns. Let's just attack. Alright. Then we go... Let's go Whimsicott. Because I think either of these could clean up. Also, if this randomly has Substitute, we could deal with them. So... Just Moonblast. Alright. And then we Shadow Sneak. I'm going with the Metacham because it's definitely safer. Close combat, for sure, will kill the Snorlax, you know? So I'm going to this. Close combat. They've Terrified, so they don't resist anymore, and we have 2 spikes up. So close combat should definitely clean up. That poison was kind of huge on Friggraph. If we didn't get that, because I don't think did we even hit? No, we didn't. We never even hit the Friggraph with Komala. Well, it worked out in the end. I probably shouldn't have gone into, what did I do? I know early I was like, I kind of went Quillfish into Regirock on the Glastrier, which caused us to take a lot more damage, I think. Though they would have had a close combat. But if we did body press that Glastrier right away, they might have been in range of Banette earlier. All right, we got one. Up against maybe Hyper Offense? I don't know. They have a Carbink. They could be Elite. I don't know. Or Primeape. Maybe not Hyper Offense. That might be too early to say. But Carbink can do some hazards. Primeape could. Toadsquirrel can spin. Jolteon can just pivot right away. Clawitzer could actually pivot too. Because of that, Komala might be pretty nice. Though we can't switch into that Primeape with Quillfish as comfortably since we're going to give him an attack raise. We could go Komala. Or, I mean, a Whimsicott. Maybe we lead Whimsicott because we could hit the Carbink. We could hit these two. We also aren't weak to anything that Jolteon has. I think let's lead Whimsicott. Alright, they lead Toadsquirrel. And then we just U-turn maybe into Komala. Though we could just get knocked off, but they also, actually, this thing goes Sludge Bomb. So they might just Sludge Bomb. Alright, we do get knocked off, which isn't great. But we can just keep U-turning if we want. Or we could Body Slam and do a lot to something. I think that's Body Slam. Yeah, they might die. Or take a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Alright, now we can U-turn. It'll finish them off, and if they go into something else. Alright. We get to save this, kind of. We're nearly dead, but now we could go Metacham and try and bait out something. I kind of like that. They might not expect us to be fast, and maybe they go into like Jolteon or Sneasel. Otherwise, I was thinking maybe Whimsicott. Clawitser's Bogey. Actually, yeah, it definitely dies to if we Terra Fighting. You know? And we're Scarfed. I think we send it. So now, unless they have a Scarf on either of these, I guess we do drop our defenses. This, I think we just go Komala because if we don't get it in now, we're dead to a hazard. So, otherwise it's just useless. They Terra Fairy, Moonblast. Okay. Now they do resist fighting now. They're weak to poison. So we could Bar Barrage. I don't think this thing gets Earth Power. Actually, it might get Earth Power. But I think just going into this and going for a Bar Barrage is alright still. We could poison them. We need to weaken them for sure. Our Whimsicott's looking pretty good. 50% chance to poison. Alright. Now I think maybe we taunt in case they have more hazards. Alright, cool. Now that we know what they've got. Now, we could flip turn. Expecting, I don't know, maybe Primeape to come in. Primeape definitely dies to Metacham, right? Even the bulk up one with Terra Fighting? Yeah. Unfortunately, our Banette's a little too slow here. It could pick off stuff, though. Actually, it could finish off Carbink later. Or Jolteon. If we pivot, they're going to get in something. But we could get up our own rocks. You know, let's just Bar Barrage. It is pretty good. We've got good defense on this. And now we can slow pivot on this thing. So we'll flip turn. Alright, at +1 defense, can you take a... Nope, you're still dead. You're probably still dead. Says 64 here at +1 with Terra Fighting. We could also Zen Headbutt. Actually, it's just as strong. So yeah, we definitely just close combat. Let's go. Alright, yeah, this is Scarf Metacham. Carbink comes back out. I kind of like just going back into Quillfish. keep our Regirock nice and healthy for the Sneasel if we need it to, or the Jolteon even. Now, I think we just bar Barrage. We've already shown Taunt. So, and we need to weaken the thing anyway, so. No poison again. I think Banette might be the guy to go into, unfortunately. If we can take one, we can go for a big Shadow Sneak, though. Thunderbolt. Nope. Wait, do we see an item? No item. They can't go for Thunderbolt anymore. And that's their strongest thing. We go into Medicham and just go for a close combat, but they go Carbink. I wonder, can you Encore? Could we Encore them into that? Or would it just fail? Let's see, does Whimsicott kill the Jolteon? No. And then that's a Spadef Carbink for sure. I think we just go into this and we'll just go for a Moonblast. Actually, no, we'll Giga Drain because we'll get a little healing that way. Okay. Then we'll U-turn. Go into Quillfish. Go for a Barbarage. They're getting hazards up. They might get another one up, but I think we have enough time. If we get a poison anytime now, like, that'd be pretty nice. Okay. It'd be pretty nice. It'd be pretty nice. There it is. All right, so now they're dead. If they stay in, I think. Cool. Jolteon, I don't think can kill. I mean, we have Medicham. And then they have to hope we're in range of close combat. But we also have Whimsicott. And they can't Terra, so I think we just do this. And actually, by doing that, now we can just go Whimsicott and Moonblast. If they're Choice Banded, we still don't die to Ice Shard, and they always die to Moonblast, so we don't even have to go drop our defense. And then we can do Medicham at the ends. I don't know if it would have really made a difference, but this works for our guys. Whoa. All right, we're faster. So they're just Modest, which is, I use Modest on the Quick Feet one. Modest Choice Specs possibly, or Modest, yeah, probably Choice Specs. That's pretty cool. All right, we got one against Aurora Veil offense, which is pretty scary. But they got double Quiver Dancers. This could be an offensive Quillfish. And then they got, yeah, it could be an offensive Quillfish and then like a Scarf Passimian. Could be a Rocker Mesprit still. Medicham could be okay to lead with, but they have the Mesprit who resists both of our stabs. But like, we can't ever die to the Passimian, which is kind of nice. Maybe we lead Whimsicott. Though if they have Gunk Shot, we could just die to the Passimian. Yeah, and Whimsicott could be pretty important since they got the double Quiver Dancers, so switching into the Abomasnow is not going to happen very well. I think let's lead Komala. All right, and they lead this, and then we just Body Slam. This thing's not going to take a whole lot of hits anyways. Weakening this is also pretty nice. Or we could U-turn, but if we are, they could be faster than us, or I mean slower than us. So if we go for a U-turn and try and get in Banette, they could be slower, and we're just going to take a knockoff right now. So then we just Body Slam. Okay, cool. And they hit us, or they don't hit us. Now if they have Psyshock, we're dead. So that's not cool. Yeah. Let's U-turn. I think if they Terra Fairy, yeah, they wouldn't Terra Fairy right now. Especially because we went for Body Slam. All right, we're dead. Now we could go into Scarf Medicham, but I don't know if we'd kill. Let's see. Medicham to Mesprit. Nasty Plot. Even if we Terra Fighting. That's not great. If we go Banette. We'd have to Terra in order to kill them with Shadow Sneak. But at least we'd be able to do a lot. Even if we don't Terra, and maybe Medicham could finish him off. We can go Whimsicott, but we can't take 2. And we're not going to kill them. Coolfish is slower. Regirock, they can just Drain and Kiss us. So I think we have to go Banette. And if we Terra, we would kill. But if they Terra Fairy, then we just waste our Terra and we don't kill. If they Terra Fairy, we do 30 to 36. So they'll end up at like 40%. Medicham's then Headbutt would kill, even if without our Terra. I think let's do this, because if we can just kill them, that'd be kind of nice. I don't know, Terra this kind of sounds fun. Then we also don't lose a Pokemon. We still have Banette. So that's good. Quillfish comes out. We can go into our own. We don't have hazard control anymore. If I just boost right now and they're not modest on stuff, I don't know. I'm tempted to just Swords Dance. And if they're slow, we build out speed him with the Poltergeist. I don't think we die to a liquidation. Nah, we probably die to liquidation, which sucks. That with Life Orb damage. Now +1 with Terra Ghost. Yeah, I think we just go Coalfish. Yeah, it is what it is. We're here now. We have nothing to switch into a grass move. I guess we're not weak to it. So that's kind of nice. We get Taunt, but they're probably faster. We could go for a flip turn into Whimsicott and then Encore. I don't know if a Spike's gonna make a difference because these two have boots. They can't have Icy. They can't have the Light Clay, so it's heavy duty boots or whatever. I think we just flip turn. And if they do that, then we can go into Whimsicott, threaten them with an Encore, which I don't think they would go for. So we U-turn. All right. Now we could go into Banette and just go for a big attack. Let's see. Can Oricorio just kill us? Offensive, Banette. We have a chance to live. I kind of like the idea of just going to Banette and just hitting. Oh my god. Oh wait. We're not... They don't have they have the Veil. I just remembered. Oh shit. Shadow Sneak is gonna kill though for sure now. All right, do they have Helmet? That was kind of awesome. Okay, so this is probably offensive. They are probably Scarfed, right? Or maybe they're heavy duty boots. I spit on my monitor. If I go into Quillfish, that gives them an opportunity to taunt or to do Frostmoth, but we could just flip turn and go into Whimsicott. So if they SD, yeah, this thing also has Aqua Jet too. I think we just have to hit them and weaken them, which leaves us vulnerable to Passimian, but I think we have options. So I think we just Barbarage because that's our strongest thing. Hopefully we can 2-hit KO with Life Orb. Holy shit, we do no damage. We obviously can't poison them. Yeah. That's not great. If I go Banette, we're dead to Aqua Jet. If I go Whimsicott, we get Encore him, which we can't really risk that. I should have flip turned into Regirock, maybe. This probably was a mistake, but... Thank God we live. All right. This is a speed tie. Yeah, this is a speed tie. All right. Well, we lose the speed tie. I'm kind of amazed that we didn't die. Now we get to go Banette. Or we could go Regirock, actually. Though they've not Terra, right? No. So this could be Terra Ground. I think we go into this in Shadow Sneak. Man, I'm really curious what I'm gonna look back at the replay and see if I missed stuff after this one. All right, we do a lot. We wouldn't kill. They'd have to go for knockoff. I like the idea of going Whimsicott, I think. As long as we're alive, we can still Encore Frostmoth. And I think we U-turn this on this into Regirock. Blizzard. And we're frozen. Well, we either double into Whimsicott on the Aurora Veil, or we hope we get unfrozen and just body press. But I think they're, even if they Aurora Veil at all, we're not killing them. If they go for the grass move, Whimsicott might be too KO'd. I'm not sure. Oh, we're not too KO'd. Okay. Encore. What if we Moonblast now, then SD with Banette? Or just knock them out? If we were Shadow Spell Tag, no. Gunk Shot would kill if Poltergeist doesn't. I think Poltergeist is the play though. Okay, they go into Frostmoth. And and get one-shotted. Okay. The Simeon comes out. If they don't go for a knockoff where we live, but I think we need Banette, so we have to go into this. All right, now we would like to wake up, or we could double back into Banette, but I don't think they need to switch at the same time. But they did. Let's hope we live. Let's go for Rock Blast for better crit chances. Hit multiple times, gets more crits. Nope. All right. I don't even know if it mattered really, but I mean, maybe a crit Gunk Shot would kill. Let's see. Oh, good. Oh, and they were Terra Fairy, and they were faster. So yeah, Banette wouldn't have been able to KO the Abomasnow. And if they're faster, I mean, that means they're definitely like max speed, max special attack. So like we probably could have just died to their Giga Drain when they sacked the Frostmoth. Giga Drain. No, I think we were out of range, but we were probably almost with Life Orb going to die. Let's see, Banette to the Oricorio on that one turn. Because through Aurora Veil, we almost one-shotted them. If we weren't Life Orbed, if we were Spell Tag, would we have still KO'd? See, right there, yeah, we would not have killed. Poltergeist into Shadow Sneak, it only would KO if we had the Life Orb. Then they went Quillfish. Here, maybe I should have just attacked because the double was kind of rough. But Banette was pretty important, so we went Quillfish. And then here, I flip turn because I don't think they could kill us with anything. It would do a lot, but we wouldn't die. Maybe I should have one for the Bar Barrage here. 0 HP. With Aurora Veil, it's like nothing. Then we go Whimsicott. I U-turn predicting the switch because they would expect the Encore. Then we go into this. We do way too much damage, which was awesome. And now I go Quillfish. And I think here I should have flip turned. Right? Actually, I don't know if it would have mattered. No. I should have flip turned. I should have flip turned into Metacham right here. Yeah, if I went into it when they were +1, even with the Terra Water, we were out of range. At +3, they could have KO'd with an Aqua Jet, and then we would have just lost. Actually, They would have been able to go. I could have gone Whimsicott and Encore, so that's probably why they didn't do that. But yeah, instead I stayed in and bar barraged as ASD'd again. I guess it would have been the same amount of boosts, because I would have. No, I would have flip turned right here, and they would have died no matter what, even if they Terra'd. Yeah, they would have died. They would have been at 59%. So even if they Terra watered. Yep. So yeah, we would have still had Quillfish then, maybe switching up a Simian like once or something. We also would have had Metacham, who could have been nice to like hit Frostmoth or Abomasnow. Probably would have gone for Trick at some point on the Abomasnow, maybe with Metacham. I'm not sure though. And then Banette one-shotting the Frostmoth was kind of awesome. At Freeze, I like I said, I don't even know if it mattered. All right, that is a scary team. Leading off with the Mesprit and setting up turn 1 was pretty scary. All right, we got one. Looks like it's against Sun. Their Sunsetters are Mesprit, Regirock, Verzian might have Solar Beam, I guess. Maybe Terra, Fire, Weather Ball too. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure Mesprit and Regirock are their Sunsetters. I think we'd rather lead Komala for the Mesprit. And if they go Regirock, then we can just switch. And they lead, and they go with this. We can hit this with an Earthquake if we want. Which I think what we do. If they pivot, hopefully they just don't go into Mesprit. If they do, it's what it is. Hey, nice. All right, we get to hit this with an Earthquake. We do a little bit of damage. And they're not Heat Rock, so this is probably not Sun. I guess it doesn't have to be Sun. I just was thinking, you know, they got Fire guy, Solar Power, Photosynthesis. All right. We go U-turn. And we go into Quillfish. Get up a spike of our own. Actually, we don't have hazard control. Or we just go Quillfish, flip turn back into Komala. That Volt Switch did a little bit too much damage. They have so many guys. I don't know if the hazards is gonna make a difference. It would maybe versus Magneton, but I think we flip turn. Yeah. And then we go Komala. And oh no, we're dead to Thunderbolt. Okay. Yeah, we're dead to Thunderbolt. I guess I could go Whimsicott. Yeah, we're just dead to Thunderbolt. Also, I didn't click Rapid Spin. Why didn't I do that? Alright, we'll just do it now. I was expecting to die anyway, so I'd rather just Rapid Spin like I planned. Okay. Go, we're dead to Body Press. Now we can go Whimsicott and Giga Drain, Whimsicott U-turn, Whimsicott Encore. The Magneton's a little scary. I don't think Banette kills this. Banette to Regirock. If we tear Ghost, I guess we do. That'd be kind of fun. Let's do that. If they switch into something, like it's gonna die or just take way too much, Banette will take a lot. Or not Banette. Root Bonnet would take a lot. And nice, that's dead. So, I mean, Regirock could take the Psychic move decently, but they still have quite a few. Like this is immune to Psychic, this resist Psychic, and they have got the Mesprit. Let's see that Magneton. I think that guy's Specs, right? I don't know why they didn't just kill the Komala. I think they're modest Specs. No, just Specs, because it did like 39. 43? 43 and 39. Yeah, those are the two rolls. So they're just Specs. All right. If they're not, actually, let's just see. Banette, Terra, Ghost. Ooh, with a little bit more damage, they're dead. I think we have to sack something here. Or we could weaken them and then go Metacham. But we could do a lot with Banette to the other guys. I could have still had Kamala if I rapid spun instead of going for Earthquake versus the one thing. I think they just Volt Switch. So maybe... I think we have to go Quillfish. Yeah, we're just dead. Now we can go Metacham though. Or Regirock, but I think Metacham. And just go for a close combat. Or we could trick the Mesprit. But the speed would be kind of nice versus other things. We could double here in a Banette. I kind of like that. But if they could also tear this. All right, we're in. Hopefully they're not max speed, and now we can do a lot of damage. If I gunk shot the Brute Bonnet, we could KO it, right? We're not gonna do much to it otherwise, even with Terra Ghost. Especially if they're booster energy. Come on, Banette! Oh, come on, Banette! Oh, nice. All right, that worked out. Could have not worked out very easily. All right, we don't need everything, but I don't know what we need. We have to give up something. This could take out the Mesprit, which should be a problem. So, and I think we just have to Shadow Sneak and let this go. That's insane damage. And now I think Whimsicott could finish off this. Whimsicott to Magneton. Specs. Oh yeah, we can kill them with like a Moonblast. All right, Charizard comes in. 22's Patak drop. Convenient. You turn in a Regirock. This can take rocks a couple times. They get a Will-O-Wisp. We can go for our Body Press, anticipating Magneton. Or we double into Metacham. Whimsicott can like Encore this and hit it super effectively. They still have their Terra though, right? Magneton is dead to Whimsicott or Metacham. We're not going to do a whole lot with our attacks. So I think it's either go for rocks or switch. I think we switch. All right. Now we're going to Moonblast. They're scarfed. Okay, that's good to know. I have to go Regirock. Now we can double back into Whimsicott. But they could just let this go. This is the same speed as Metacham. I think we Rock Blast. No. All right. Because I was thinking maybe if they just stayed in into it, KO'd us. All right, now I'm gonna go into this and hope they don't kill us. Okay. Now this could be Terra Rock, Terra Fairy, Terra anything. Metacham, Verzion. I think I've seen them go Terra Rock, but I think Terra Fairy is a thing too. It says they always add a close combat, which would be the safest thing to click, so. All right, they resist now. And just like that, we lose the Metacham. I don't think Whimsicott can kill, but it might. They have Scarf Mesprit too. Yeah. Hey, it was a valiant effort. One-shotting the Brute Bonnet was pretty cool. Yeah, the Specs Magneton kind of destroyed shit. I wonder if I went to Quillfish at some point in Terra Electric, you know? So I flip turn this turn. Did they go for the electric move? Oh, I flip turned as they switched into it. So yeah, if on that turn, if instead here I went for a spike, right? then maybe I could have Terra grounded, and then they wouldn't have been able to pivot out, but we would have done like not very much damage with our flip turn. I guess we would have had a spike, but then we would have used our Terra, which came up to KO their Regirock, but I guess the spike would have weakened it. Or maybe Terra Ground on Komala could be good, I don't know. But the Specs Magneton kind of wrecked, destroyed everything, which is why I was also thinking Earthquake is nice on Komala, but you know, we're slower, so they can just do free damage every time. All right, we got one, and we're up against Manual Rain, which is terrifying. I mean, we do have a very strong Shadow Sneak that could come in handy. They have one normal type, and we can get rid of that early. That'd be kind of nice. Maybe we leave Komala and just KO them with an Earthquake. Our water resist is Quillfish, which is pretty good. They could also, I don't know if Sandslash learns a Rain Dance, but we have, I think, stuff that could switch into that. I think we lead Komala and just Earthquake, and hopefully we can just one-shot this thing. Get rid of their normal type right away. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And yeah, Rain, Damp Rock is banned, so they only got 4 turns. So if we go Quillfish right now, it's probably too KO'd. We could hold on to this, and we might want to. They have Weather Ball on Jolteon. They also have Hurricane on Cramorant. Like, those are some scary special attackers. And a Ludicolo. I think we'll go Quillfish. Probably 2 KO'd. Okay. We're not 2 KO'd. But something's dead now. We could give up Komala. If it could take 2 hits, that'd be nice. I just don't know if it can. Or we go Whimsicott into Komala, actually. Let's go Whimsicott into Komala. Then maybe we can take 2 turns. Oh, there were... Are they eject button? Oh, that's sick. All right, that's really cool. That's a cool way to pivot. So now I can go right back into Floatzel if they want. Jolteon. Jolteon Thunder. Yeah, Jolteon Thunder's probably gonna do quite a bit. I really want to be able to get in Banette and like Swords Dance at the end of the rain potentially, and then maybe we could win with like a Shadow Sneak. I think we just go Komala. Hopefully we can take 2. Specs Thunder. We can't be statused. Life Orb Thunder. Cool. So now we can Earthquake, or we just U-turn. That's their strongest attack. We might not even die. So hopefully they pivot into like Cramorant maybe. I don't know. Let's U-turn. Okay. How much do we do? They're probably in range of Shadow Sneak. Yeah, so we can go Banette and Shadow Sneak. Or we could SD predicting Sandslash. Damn, I want to SD really bad. Does Sandslash even learn Rain? Is Jolteon needed? They have strong water attackers in that to deal with like Regirock and stuff. Quillfish is kind of dealt with by those things too, but they could just go Sandslash. Oh, all right. If we hit things, I think we can win. Let's see. Does Banette KO Sandslash? Physical Sandslash. Physical Wall at +2. All right, we need Terra Ghost to ensure we KO. Okay. I wasn't sure if they'd be maybe Sashed and Rain Dance. I don't know if that gets Rain Dance still. I can't remember. But yeah, Shadow Sneak might KO Cramorant could be Cramorant +2 Terra Ghost. That's incredible. I was gonna say Cramorant could be max speed, in which case we have to Shadow Sneak, but they also could be cussed out. That's insane, man. All right, in case they were fast, that's what I was thinking. Let's just Shadow Sneak. But Terra Water Aqua Jet might KO. That thing is a monster. Yes. Let's go. Come on, Banette. You can live this. And we still have... No, we don't have any more hits. Oh, we do have one more hits. Let's go. I think we can take out the Ludicolo. Damn. And then let's go Medicham and close combat. Yeah, it's just close combat and it just chaos. Nice. Okay, I wasn't sure. I was like, hopefully I didn't mess up there because they still had Rain Dance, which could be really scary. Dude, oh, that was insane. That was awesome. I can't believe how strong that thing is. But I mean, you also saw Floatzel's Aqua did 70% without the rain, just with Terra Water. So we're dead to priority ourselves, and we're taking ourselves out with Life Orb. But that was awesome. So I think let's end it on that one. I'm so glad we got to use Swords Dance. I was just thinking, I paused it for a little bit in between each game. I'm like, and again, I didn't get to use Swords Dance. But, I mean, we did, like, one-shot the Brute Bonnet with Gunk Shot, which was pretty sick. The Oricorio dying from Poltergeist into Shadow Stink with Aurora Veil up was kind of sick, too. But that one was awesome, being able to SD. The Scarf Medicham was nice. Psychic types, like, are dealt with by Banette, which is kind of cool. And both of them, Psychic resists both of our stabs on Medicham. So, like, Banette complements Medicham, too, in that way. Though, you know, getting Banette in is kind of tricky. Having a ground immunity or something better to deal with Magneton would be nice. Maybe Terra Ground on Komala, or maybe just going with more bulk. I have this EV spread so we could U-turn on a Golem, or U-turn on a Sandaconda, and like keep up momentum potentially, depending on what they go for. But overall, I like the team. The Whimsicott, I think everything's pretty nice. Like I haven't used these guys a whole lot. I don't know if I've used Regirock much outside of like when I'd use Manual Sun. I used it with offensive Darkspun, so that's a thing. Also, I used it with, yeah, those were both Manual Sun. Let's see, does Sandslash learn Rain Dance though? I know it learns Sunny Day. Yeah, learn Sunny Day. You learn Rain Dance? No. I'm like, well, I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to learn Sunny Day, but I guess it is like a ground, you know, dry sun type of thing. But yeah, if you're interested in trying out the team, I'll put a Pokepaste in the description. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. See you next one. Peace.